Hey there, I'm Layne Johnson. Welcome to my studio. Today I'm going to show you an interesting painting technique called glazing. It's especially useful when you paint layers like I do. But what is a glaze and why do it? It's just a thin, very transparent layer of paint. That sounds simple enough, but the thing that makes a glaze different is the ratio of medium to paint. Typically, we add a little bit of medium to our paint. But with the glaze, we flip that ratio and add a little bit of paint to our medium. So we end up with a very transparent mixture. Typically, I glaze when I want to adjust the color temperature of an area of the painting. You know, the warmth or the coolness. But you can also use a glaze to knock back a color that's too bright or too saturated. For example, when I paint rocks, I don't focus on getting the exact color correct. Instead, I concentrate more on the texture of the rocks. Later, I'll come back with whatever glazes are needed to adjust the colors. Glazes are also useful for adjusting spatial relationships, as I'm about to show you in this quick tutorial. As you'll see, I used a bit of Chelsea's fat medium mixed with my paint for the glaze. You can also use other mediums, like linseed oil, which is slower, or liquid, which dries faster. And even though it's subtle, this technique can make all the difference. I'm using fat right here, and I'm going to make a glaze with, I've got a cadmium yellow, cadmium orange, and some white. And I've got some flake white that I've put down next to the titanium actually, but barely any color in this. And what I'm doing, I've already done this area. This, against this tree, I wanted to kind of separate the background a little bit more so that these nice edges come out. So I've done that. And now I'm just kind of carrying this very faint glaze over these other colors and bringing a little bit of that color back into this, that warm light. And it's very subtle, but very often the subtle things make a big difference. And I don't know if the viewer can see that very well, but in person you can. And that's what I really want. I want it subtle. A glaze to me almost should be something you don't see. And not something you go, oh, that's a glaze. Glaze is something that nuances an area of a painting. So there you go. The next time that you're painting and you find yourself in need of changing the color of something or trying to change your spatial relationships, you might try using a glaze. It really works. Thanks for joining me in my studio. If you enjoyed this video, you'll also probably enjoy watching the videos I've linked on the screen. Be sure to click subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. If you're ready for more in-depth lessons, consider enrolling on one of my online courses where I teach classical painting techniques for landscape painters. You can find all of my classes at laynejohnson.com or click on the link in the description below.